Welcome to today's explainer. Let's just jump right in. I want you to close your eyes for a quick second and imagine an absolute cosmic crisis. Picture the universe right after a massive, catastrophic war. Every single corner of existence is just cloaked in deep, impenetrable darkness. The very fabric of reality is trembling, and the absolute unthinkable has happened. The gods themselves, the divine beings who literally maintain the universe, have fallen sick. They're exhausted, their energy is totally depleted, and the cosmos is quite literally on the brink of collapse. It's a pretty fascinating question, right? When the ultimate powers of the universe are suddenly facing aging, decay, and darkness, who do they call? Who steps in to save the gods? Well, today, we are going to unveil the ultimate cosmic physicians of the Vedic tradition. We're looking at a deeply guarded science of celestial healing that has been preserved in ancient texts for thousands of years.
Okay, let's dive into this by clearing up one of the absolute biggest and most common historical misunderstandings. You've probably heard the phrase 33 crore gods, which translates to 33 million deities. But actually, in ancient Sanskrit, the word koti does not mean millions or crows. It translates to supreme categories or types. Over time, simple translation errors twisted this whole concept. The Upanishads and Puranas are incredibly precise about this. They aren't talking about a chaotic, crowded pantheon of millions, but rather a highly structured system of exactly 33 supreme categories.
So here's our roadmap for this explainer. 1. The mystery of 33 Koti. 2. The cosmic framework. 3. Ashwini Kumaras, the divine healers. 4. The rejuvenation of sage Chayavana. And finally, 5. Prana, the ultimate life force.
Section 1. The mystery of 33 Koti. Unlocking the exact math of the universe. Just look at that number, 33. Not 32, not 34. Exactly 33. The ancient scriptures are absolutely adamant about this math. These aren't just random mythological figures floating around. They are 33 very distinct divine energies or principles that actively maintain cosmic balance. They govern everything, from the physical elements of nature to the abstract concepts of time and life. Section 2. The cosmic framework, the structural blueprint of the Devas.
So, the universe breaks down beautifully into these categories. It's like a giant puzzle. First, we have the 12 Adityas, which are the symbols of time and cosmic order. Kind of think of the 12 months of the year. Then you've got the 11 Rudras, representing the vital life principles and energy within us. Next up are the 8 Vasus, which are the physical elements of nature, laying down the very foundation of existence. So if you're doing the math, that brings us to 31. Now, while some texts do occasionally mention Indra and Prajapati here, the core ancient medical and spiritual texts are very clear. It's the 2 Ashwini Kumaras who step in to bring the total to exactly 33. Basically, the Vasus create the foundation, the Rudras provide the energy, the Adityas govern time and order, but the Ashwini Kumaras, they restore balance and preserve life within this whole system. They're the ones who complete the cycle.
Section 3. Ashwini Kumaras, divine healers, the golden dawn of Ayurveda.
Now, what's really interesting here is how the names of these twin brothers reveal their perfectly balanced medical system. These cosmic twins are the sons of Surya, the sun god, and Mata Sangya. On one side, we have Nasatya, the unwavering protector of truth and the fundamental science of Ayurveda. And on the flip side, his twin, Dasra, the hands-on miraculous healer and the ultimate master of Sanjivani, which is this legendary herb of life. Together, they don't just, treat symptoms. They represent a complete, holistic system of truth, science, and miraculous healing power. Because they symbolize the transition from dark to light, they represent the golden light of dawn itself. That's why they're described as eternally youthful, impossibly radiant, and just bursting with vitality. Imagine this cinematic scene. It's that quiet, soothing blue light right before sunrise. Suddenly, a golden, three-wheeled chariot bursts across the sky, pulled by magnificent flying horses or massive birds. The twins are standing there holding a glowing Sanjivani kalash, a literal pot of ultimate life-restoring nectar. And as they cross the sky, they shower divine medicinal herbs down to earth through the morning dew, literally restoring and rejuvenating nature every single morning.
Section 4. Rejuvenation of Sage Chavana, a legendary tale of compassion and ancient medicine.
The Ashwini Kumaras' greatest feat wasn't fought on a battlefield with weapons. No, it was a battle against time and decay. It all starts with sage Chayana, who was deeply aged, incredibly frail, and honestly near the very end of his life. Guided by the twins, he dives into a sacred lake. Thanks to their divine intelligence and compassion, he emerges completely youthful, his vitality totally restored. I mean, this is rebirth in its purest form. But healing comes at a price, right? Chayana's dedicated wife, Sukanya, had promised the twins a share of the rare and highly guarded somaras, the nectar of the gods, in exchange for this miraculous healing. Well, Lord Indra fiercely opposed sharing the supreme knowledge with the healing twins. To bypass Indra's wrath and safely transmit this forbidden knowledge, another sage, Didichi, literally allowed his head to be temporarily replaced with a horse's head. It's a wildly striking story, but it just perfectly highlights the absolute extreme dedication required to secure pure knowledge and medicinal wisdom back then. Section 5. Prana, the ultimate life force. From 33 to 1, the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad.
So in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, there's this brilliant philosophical dialogue featuring the great sage Yajnavalkya. He's basically asked how many gods there truly are. He starts off at step 1, throwing out this massive number, 3,306 Koti. But as the questioner pushes him, he logically shrinks it down. He says, actually, no, those are just manifestations of the 33 Koti, the supreme categories we just talked about. Then he distills those 33 down to 6, then down to 3, then 2, until finally, at step 6, he reveals that every single divine force collapses into exactly one ultimate element. And the crucial point is this quote right here. That is the one prana, that is Brahman. All 33 categories, the time, the elements, the life principles, and yes, our cosmic healers are really just different expressions, different faces of this single ultimate life force, prana. And honestly, this brilliantly illustrates why the Ashwini Kumaras matter so much to us today. They aren't just cool characters in an old myth. As the custodians of prana, they represent the vital link between the macrocosm and the microcosm. They connect the vast rhythmic breath of the entire universe directly to every single breath flowing through your physical body right now. The ancient science of Ayurveda is essentially just a beautiful, localized manifestation of this massive 33-step cosmic cycle, aimed entirely at keeping our internal prana perfectly aligned with the universe. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this thought. We've seen how the grand architecture of 33 supreme energies works together to sustain life, and how the unmatched healing intelligence of the Ashwini Kumaras brings us renewal and balance. Knowing that these exact same forces govern the vast cosmos and your own daily vitality, which divine force or ancient concept should we break down and analyze next? Let me know. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the ancient mechanics of life. Until next time, stay curious and keep learning.